Hey everyone, my name is Jamie Leigh. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. Now today I have what will hopefully be a super cute little Knix review for you of their new Crosscourt dress. They recently released a new activewear collection. Most of the pieces I've already tried before in the past, they just released them in new colors. So if you're interested of a review of some of the other pieces that kind of got re-released this time, I will link that up here, including the high-touch high-rise leggings, a couple of their bras and little sports tops. But today specifically, we are trying their new Crosscourt dress, which is a little activewear dress just released. And of course, as somebody who's reviewed tons of different little activewear dresses from Halara over the years, I feel very qualified to review this one and give us a brutally honest opinion on it. Now, a couple of quick things before we get into the specific review. First, I absolutely want to disclose that I am a Knix ambassador, and they sent me this dress free of charge for the purpose of making an unbiased review video about it. That does not mean I only need to say nice things, and I always try to give my brutally honest opinion. It also means that I will be linking everything down below, so if you do want to find this specific dress or anything else from Knix, it will all be linked down in the description box. Now, I mentioned this earlier this year, but Knix is no longer doing influencer or affiliate discount codes for 2025. I think this is a huge mistake. If you want to know more about that, let me know down in the comments and I'm happy to kind of fill you in on why they're doing that. I could talk about that forever though, so I'm not going to talk about it in every single Knix video. Now, in terms of pricing, I believe this dress is $125 Canadian, which in my opinion is quite expensive. Putting it close to like a Lululemon dress range. I will be the first to admit I have never tried one of the little active dresses from Lululemon, but I know that the little active dresses from Halara are cheaper than that. So really that's what I'm going to be comparing against here. And she's a little wrinkly, but I do have one of those here that we can like kind of talk about back and forth. Now, in terms of sizing, I went with a size medium on this, which is my usual size at Knix. The only thing that I really tend to size up to a large in at Knix is their leggings, only because their leggings have like a lot of compression in them and the waistband is very, very tight. And I personally just find that super uncomfortable. Like, I would rather have something that is comfy versus something that's like sucking me in. So I always go up to a large, specifically for my hip measurement. In this dress, I will say the size medium so far is feeling completely fine. So I would probably recommend just going with your usual size on this. And with that, I guess let's just get right into the review. Now, if you have never tried an active dress before, essentially what they are is a cute little dress made out of some kind of activewear material. So usually something that is sweat wicking, breathable, that has built-in shorts. So this is essentially a full bodysuit underneath a little dress so that you can go like play tennis, play pickleball, play some badminton, go play with your kids and be like bent over, and it doesn't matter because you have those shorts underneath. In principle, I absolutely love it. In my everyday life, I find I reach for these most often in the summer if I'm going to be like going and hanging out in the backyard. Maybe my friends once again have their kids over or we're playing with our dog out back playing badminton. It's nice to just have a little one-piece thing that you can throw on that looks really cute. You still feel really cute, but also you have those built-in shorts. You don't need to worry about flashing anyone. You also don't have to worry about your like running, playing badminton and your shorts are falling down, your underwear showing. It's just a nice little one-piece solution. Now, both this style and the Halara styles both also have some kind of little like built-in shelf bra. This one has removable padding, but the padding is nice and thick. It's not that thin, really cheap padding. So I do actually feel like that would do a great job of stopping your nips from showing through, even if you got really cold, which is great. Once again, if you don't like that padding, it is removable, so you can take it out. It does have the semblance of a shelf bra. However, my breasts are ending here and that shelf bra is like down here. So I'm not getting like a ton of support out of this. I can kind of scoop everything up, and because this is a little bit tighter up here, it for the most part will stay there. But if I'm running around jumping, like playing badminton, once again, I do think things would like slide back down. So if you're expecting a ton of lift out of this, I don't think that you're going to get that. However, with that being said, the straps on this are fairly thick, so I do think you could probably get away with wearing a bra under this if you wanted to. It's just a shame. Once again, I wish that this was just a little bit higher. Now keep in mind, I'm only 5'1", so my torso is very short compared to the average person. If you're closer to like 5'4" or 5'5", probably this would be sitting like at the perfect place for you. For me, I just have some extra fabric in this like bodysuit portion because my torso is very short. And obviously they make this for like an average height. So just keep that in mind. That might actually be perfect for you. And with Knix, it's always good to remember they have a pretty good return policy. All orders from Knix, as long as they're not like underwear sale items, especially final call items, are eligible for return within 30 days of receiving it. And I do believe that Knix pays the return shipping fee, so essentially it is free returns. So if you do ever want to try something like this, it is a little bit less risky than a lot of other small businesses that don't offer free returns. Now, in terms of the shape of this dress, obviously it does have like the thicker tank style straps. It comes in a bit towards your waist and then it's kind of just an A-line out. I really like the shape of that. One of my personal biggest complaints with the Halara dresses is that a lot of times when you turn to the side, the dresses are so clingy, like they can be a little bit bodycon to bodycon in the center of the dress. So they're like a little too tight against your tummy, so I always feel really insecure. This one I feel like is not. It's kind of just skimming the body without being super tight and showing off every single lump and bump, which I really appreciate. And that to me kind of tells me these were made with a younger target audience in mind and like a very skinny target audience in mind. I feel like this one was made more with like a woman's body in mind, if that makes sense. And I do think that the fit on it is very, very cute. Now it does have the little notch here, which once again, I think that's adorable. The length on this, once again, I'm 5'1". It is a little bit longer than my fingertips. From the back, it is quite short. So just keep that in mind. Definitely not a long dress. If you're looking for something long, this is not it. For now, this is the only length in this. Now, once again, it does have shorts underneath, and those do have a little pocket only on the one side. Still better than no pockets. I will always take a bonus pocket. Now, one thing that I notice about these shorts, and this is also true of the Halara dresses, I think this will be true of all of these. For me personally, these are a little too short to prevent chub rub. Just long enough that they're preventing it a little bit at the top, but not long enough to completely prevent it. Like my thighs are still touching down here for a couple of inches below. But obviously they can't be much longer because they would be coming out of the little dress. So I typically don't wear these if I'm going to be like walking for a super long distance, because once again, I will absolutely get chub rub. Now, something else cool about these, because obviously they are from Knix, the queens of leak-proof protection, these little shorts do have built-in leak-proof. They absorb around 1 regular tampon's worth of liquid, whether that be you're actually wearing it on your period, maybe you're going to play pickleball on your period, and you're just going to have it on for like an hour playing a couple games and then take it off. You can just use it as protection. Maybe you're wearing it not on your period. Something great about any of these little leak-proof things, they fully absorb any sweat. So instead of having swamp crotch, you don't need to worry because it all gets wicked away into that leak-proof gusset. Very useful for a super sweaty workout. I actually think that that's amazing. And when I don't have something like this with the leak-proof built in, I almost always wear leak-proof underwear now when I'm working out because I just love that complete sweat wicking. You finish your workout, you take them off, you're dry. You don't have to worry about being sweaty and gross, which I think is great. Now, something I get asked every single time I showcase anything like this, and I think it's a great question: how do you pee? In some of the Halara versions, the shorts actually have like a little cutout at the back so you can pull them down and just go to the bathroom. These do not. That is not the case. So you will have to like actually take this all the way off, go pee, pull it all the way back on. However, it was very easy to take on and off. I do not think that that would really be a problem. This isn't like a crazy compression fabric or anything. It's essentially like leggings, like normal, nice, comfy leggings. So it's quite easy to just take it on and off whenever you need to. And then the only other thing I should mention, they do have this little cutout here at the back. I think mostly just for aesthetics, though obviously it will also help you keep a little bit cooler, a little extra airflow, but this entire dress is quite breathable. Definitely feels like a good sweat wicking, breathable normal activewear fabric. And overall, I actually think that this is very cute. I was hesitant with it because I feel like sometimes the activewear at Knix can be a little bit hit or miss for me. This is not hit or miss. This is just all hits all day. I think it's really, really cute. Once again, I just really like how this fits compared to some of the other little dresses like this I've tried before. I think that it looks really cute on. It's not quite so tight across the tummy area. It is ever so slightly longer than some other options I've tried before as well. Once again, still quite short, so make sure you're okay with that, but I do think that it looks really, really cute. But you'll definitely have to let me know, do you like it or not, and why? And like always, if you have any questions, if there's something I missed that you were really curious about, or if you have questions about something else from this collection, let me know. Very happy to answer them. And with that, thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you have a fabulous day and that I'll see you next time. Bye!